Now, when we were all kids, we all grew up watching Bruce Lee, right? So anyway, Bruce Lee would always have this bit in a fight where he's throwing his techniques and the music's getting louder and he's yelling and throwing his punches and doing the cat sounds or whatever it was he does. And at the very end, he'll throw a punch, and when he does it, he leaves it in there for a split second or two. Now, we're going to do this without the theatrics, because the idea with this punch, my trainer, Jeff Vels, called it a shock punch. But what we're going to do, instead of just punching, if you hold that up a little bit higher, please, instead of just punching with that right hand and punching like that, where I still get a reasonably decent punch out of it, what we're going to do is throw this right hand and leave it in there for a split second. Okay, and you watch the extra power you get. You're going to notice when I'm throwing it, I'm not pulling your right hand back to here. That's what's called telegraphing your punch. A smart fighter like Brendan will know straight away, if I'm pulling that right hand back, he knows it's on its way. You're going to notice with that punch, you probably get an extra 30 to 40% power in it. It all comes to just throwing it off your chin and just leaving it there for that split second. Normally when you punch, you bring it straight back to your jaw. This time, we leave it there and you get that jar. Okay, there is another version of using this, and this one was taught to me by a fellow called Alan Moore, who is the Australian welterweight boxing champion. So I come from the very best. Now what we're going to do with this right hand, even with the jar, there's a little trick of which I use on my back foot, which is going to make this an extremely powerful punch. As I'm going in with my punch, there's your normal movement. Now we're going to go through this nice and slow. When I throw the punch, at the last split second before impact, I'll do a real sharp twist of that foot. And it comes through like that. What that does, it propels your body weight straight into that right hand. And if you're throwing that right hand and you drop your shoulder in at the same time, the power is unbelievable. Okay, we'll have a couple of slow goes with it, just the left and the right. You see how that foot just propels your body into that shot? It's just unbelievable power. Like if I try to hit you hard and I'm going like this, I can't do it, I'm putting myself off balance, but once you pivot, power's unreal.